Sveti Stefan is a small islet and five-star hotel resort on the Adriatic coast of Montenegro, approximately 6 kilometers southeast of Budva. The resort, known commercially as Aman Sveti Stefan, includes part of the mainland, where the Villa Miločer part of the resort is located, an Adriatic playground for the rich and famous from the 1960s to the 1980s. The hotel is now a five-star franchise hotel of the international group of Aman Resorts, completed in 2009 and operating under a 30-year lease. Formerly an island, Sveti Stefan is now connected to the mainland by a narrow isthmus. The resort in total contains 50 rooms, cottages and suites on the island and 8 grand suites at the Villa Miločer. Geography: the island has a 2 km coastline in the central part of Montenegro Adriatic coastline. It is situated to the south of Budva between Przno and Sveti Stefan villages. The pink sandy beaches of Sveti Stefan, Miločer Beach and Queen's Beach are part of the coastline. The island encompasses an area of 12,400 square meters. History: Sveti Stefan was first mentioned in 1442 as a fort near seacoast from which Petrovici, led by Vojvoda Radic, repulsed the forces of Stjepan Vučić Kosača during his offensive in Zeta. According to a legend recounted by Stjepan Mitrov Lubiza, the town fortification was funded after Petrovici looted Turkish ships moored in front of Jaz during Barbarossa's siege of Kota in 1539. The town was razed shortly after during Fourth Ottoman-Venetian War. After continuous pleas by Petrovici, Venetian Republic finally agreed to rebuild it in 16th century. All of the buildings were acquired by the Yugoslav government and turned into an upscale hotel during the communist period. In the 15th century, the fortified village was built to defend against the Turks and became a haven for pirates of the Adriatic. Initially, the island with its fortress had 12 families. In the 1800s, a village came to be established on the island with a population of about 400 people. Villa Miločer, built between 1934 and 1936, was the summer residence of Queen Maria Karađorđević of the Karađorđević family of Serbia, which was refurbished as part of the Aman Sveti Stefan resorts that opened in 2008-2009. The villa, surrounded by 800 olive trees, is laid out over a 32 hectares plot. Subsequent to the villages being moved to the mainland by the authorities, the island village became an exclusive resort frequented by high-profile elites of the world. One of the 4 churches belonging to Preskvica Monastery on Sveti Stefan was turned into a casino by the communists, formerly under the ownership of the Radanović family for some 40 years. Between the 1960s and 1980s, the place was visited by many celebrities, including Orson Welles, Elizabeth Taylor, Sophia Loren, Arkan, Princess Margaret, Carlo Ponti, Inga Marstenmark and Kirk Douglas. The resort was described as a 70s Adriatic playground on a hilly peninsula that's barely connected to the mainland. It was also a venue for political conferences, and an occasional chess venue, attracting top-class players such as Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer. However, in the 1990s, the breakup of Yugoslavia saw the decline of this resort. The government of Montenegro proposed to recreate the old charm of the island. Action was initiated by inviting international bids for the revitalization project. The contract was awarded to Aman Resorts in 2007. The refurbished resort, completed in 2009, retains the old-world charm of its exterior view, with interior facilities to contemporary modern standards. The Aman Sveti Stefan has a 30-year lease. On the 13th of July 2010, Montenegrin Statehood Day, Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli gave a concert at the resort to mark the Golden Jubilee of the hotel. The hotel won the Hotel of the Year award from Gallivanter's Guide in 2010. In July 2014, tennis champion Novak Djokovic married Jelena Sveti Stefan. Facilities. The Aman Sveti Stefan Resort has 58 guest rooms, cottages and suites, including 8 suites that are part of the Villa Miločer. The Villa Miločer, which was built between 1934 and 1936, was the summer residence of Queen Maria Karađorđević. Out of the 8 suites of Villa Miločer, 2 are Queen Maria suites forming an annex structure. Each of the 2 suites cover 125 square meters with a bedroom, bathroom, living room and dining room. These are grand suites which are larger, with Juliet balconies, and are decorated in cream and brown shades, with leather upholstery, silks and woolen rugs. All other rooms are also elegantly decorated in a double-storied layout, providing views of the ocean from the first-floor room. The living room and bedroom have fireplaces. Every room, cottage and suite on the island is said to be different, but retain the ambience of the historic village, with preserving the original walls and using traditional doors and windows. The bathrooms of the suites contain freestanding bathtubs and parquet and antico stone floors. A cliff pool overlooks the Adriatic, and another swimming pool and terrace is being built on the south side of the island. Dining. The main dining of the resort on the island of Sveti Stefan is the Piazza, an open-air square in the heart of the island's village, which includes the taverna, enoteca, pasticceria, and an antipasti bar and a cigar room. The taverna serves straightforward continental and American breakfasts and fresh and pastoral Mediterranean dishes for lunch and dinner. The enoteca is located on a terrace facing the sea with cellar-like interiors and sells al fresco tapas and drinks. The pasticceria serves traditional pastries for breakfast and lunch. The antipasti bar generally comes into use in early evenings, and the cigar room, with rich wood and leather furnishings, serves selection of fine Cuban cigars and rare spirits. The 3 main dining venues on the mainland part of the resort are the Queen's Chair, serving pan-Adriatic, Italian cuisine and overlooking the Bay of Budva, the Olive Restaurant, overlooking the beach, which serves a range of cut-to-order meats and seafood prepared on 2 signature wood-fired grills and an olive wood-fired rotisserie, and the beach cafe, in an alfresco setting, flanked by shady cypress trees and century-old olive groves. Inside the Villa Miločer, the dining room, overlooking the Miločer beach, with its 7-table dining space and grand open fireplace, is open for breakfast, lunch and dinner, as is the loggia, with its colonnade, and the living room, which serves locally caught seafood and produce. Gallery.